How many kids do you have? How old is your youngest daughter? And how many baby mamas do you have?
It's a little bit personal.
Dang, Shorty got mad questions. I got
a little personal. Right back at
but
you.
it has to have a point to it. I got 3 kids, 2 baby mamas. My youngest is 10 months.
Okay. Are you with the youngest? Well,
Yeah.
well, is the youngest a girl or a boy?
Girl.
Okay. And you're with her now?
Yeah.
Okay. Putting it in the back of my mind.
Yeah. I've always, and even when I wasn't with my the first one, my first baby mother, I got full custody of my child, which was my first daughter.
Okay.
So only 17% of men are granted with full custody. I just happened to be in that 17%. So I was one of those single fathers that actually had my daughter full time.
So
it's
two
rare.
baby mamas
So
or
I
three?
love women.
So if you were to go back and you had to be with that first baby mama, what would you say to you?
What would I say to myself?
That question you asked us. You know what you asked us.
So one, I would say that I like my life now, so I wouldn't do anything differently. Because if I did anything differently, I wouldn't have my daughter. Since you're asking like a parent question. So truthfully, I wouldn't do anything differently. My life is beautiful now. I live an amazing life. But let's say like if I'm just looking in the past and like back then, I wanted to have a traditional relationship, then yeah, I would tell my younger self, you excused a lot of red flags, but you shouldn't have excused those red flags. You should have dated someone else. Yeah, it'd be just date a whole new chick.
So if you could change anything, you wouldn't. You would prefer to not be in the house growing up with your daughter.
Wait, say that again?
So you would.
No, I said that if currently right now I wouldn't change anything because I love my life.
Well, I'm saying like the 2-parent household aspect.
Yeah.
So you had the ability to be in a 2-parent household, but you didn't want to do that because you like the life you have now. But if you could go back to having one child because it's your first baby mom, you're still choosing to not be in a whole, family household. So you're still like, is she a single mom?
Who?
Your first baby mom.
No, she's in a relationship.
Well, I mean, it's also not you in the house. So like, I don't know how you necessarily feel about that. Cause kind of just going based off like what we talked about earlier.
So, well, I got full custody of my daughter. So she wasn't being raised by another man.
Okay.
That's the difference. Like
So
my
what
daughter
about-
wasn't being raised in a home with another man.
So does she live with you?
Once again, I had my daughter once we broke up. Yeah.
So then what about her being raised with her mother? You know what I'm trying to say?
Statistically, good question though. Good question. I think that personally, it is best for children to be raised with the mother and the father. Reasons being behind it is because not just because it's traditional, but I think it's good for the development of children. Because if you look at like the dynamic between mothers and fathers, mothers, they're very nurturing. Like if you do something, like say if you're playing a sport, right? You're playing soccer and you lose the game, your mother is going to love you like if you won the game.
Right.
Oh, baby, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So, but the father is not really going to do the same. It's going to be like, oh, you can do better. Right.
Yeah, the father is going to pick you up. Like fathers let kids fall and hurt themselves, I think, to build that mental strength. Whereas mothers tend to be like, oh my God, my son, come here. Then she gives him a hug. Then she tries to clean the wound quickly. But the father will be like, go back out there and play, like go do the tough shit. So I think that balance is what he's talking about, where the mother brings in the emotional side and then the father brings in the mental strength, mental toughness. I think that's a good dynamic.
So when we're looking at human beings and the development of our minds, and if we're looking at how to avoid anxiety and how to avoid depression, well, that's where the mother and the father comes in. Because what is depression? Depression is thinking about the past. So as children, when you experience adversities and you have your mother there that's going to love you regardless, you're not going to worry about the past because your mother is there for you to say, don't forget about that. I love you regardless. The father, though, what does he help out with? He helps out with you to not experience anxiety, which is dwelling on the future. So like if you're experiencing adversity or like you lose a game, most children are going to be thinking like, darn it, I lost that game. Like, I'm not good enough. I'm this, I'm that. Like now I got a game next week. I'm probably going to lose that. You start to like dwell on the future and it creates anxiety. You're anxious for that next game. The father gives you a plan for the future. So like, hey, instead of coddling you, hey, this is what you did wrong. This is what you can do better.
Yes,
so this is why I truly think that is very two children being raised in a 2-family home is what's best. But statistically speaking, single father homes do just as good as 2-parent homes when it comes to the development of children. But single mother homes do worse than single father homes, and they do worse than 2-parent homes.
I totally agree with what you said about the mom and dad. That's why I asked. So like, that's kind of where my question came from originally. I just wanted to know, like, if you could change it, would you rather have your child grow up in a 2-parent household with her parents, you know?
Well, okay. So
I think that's everyone's. I think for the most people would rather be with the person they created a baby with. Now, obviously, we live in the age of, you know, I can do whatever I want. I can be out here getting my cheeks clapped, and you know, I don't care about being with a man. And then some men obviously don't want to be fathers. They just want to, you know, give out pipe every day, and they don't care to be fathers. But I think majority of people, or you know what, maybe I should take that back, because I think most people who have sex don't have sex to have kids. I'm going to be honest. I think most people who have sex for fun. Now, the woman gets pregnant along the way, but their plan wasn't to have a baby. The baby just comes around, and then the woman doesn't want to do an abortion, or maybe she wants to keep the baby because she thinks if she keeps the baby, the man will stay. But I think these days, in my own honest opinion, most people who have babies, but they didn't plan it. They were just trying to clap them cheeks, have fun, and then they got pregnant.
One, I wouldn't change anything because I happen to just be that exception, and I have my daughter, so my daughter's being raised pretty good. But let's say if I wanted to, because it's not a traditional relationship.
Right.
Like once you have a mixed family, it's no longer traditional, right? A traditional family is one man, one woman. You have a family, you get together. That chick wasn't promiscuous. That man wasn't out there doing that. It's traditional. And that relationship, it is the highest probability for success, right? Mm-hmm. So if I wanted that, yeah, I would do everything differently. I would choose an entirely different woman. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my question.
Any other questions?
Yeah. Do you think your worth is less because you have 2 baby mamas?
As a man?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Why not? If a woman has 2 baby daddies, is her worth like? Say you're trying to get with someone, and you find out.
Oh, that's the question, though. So that's different.
2 baby daddies. Are you gonna look at her like, oh, you got 2 baby daddies?
That's a different question, though. So if you're saying that, do I feel that a woman's worth is less if she has 2 baby fathers? Mm-hmm. Her worth isn't less, but in the dating marketplace, her worth is less.
What about you?
In the dating marketplace, yeah, because most women would prefer that the man doesn't have a child, but it is still a difference, though, right? It's still a difference. So, for an example, say I have 2 kids. Say we both have 2 kids, mm-hmm. right? If I'm out in a dating marketplace, the woman that I'm dating, I'm not expecting the woman that I'm dating to ever protect and provide for my children. Mm-hmm. But difference is, if you have 2 children and you're in a dating marketplace, you are expecting at some point mm-hmm. and in some degree for that man that you're taking serious to protect and provide for your children.
That's true. Even if some single moms try to say, "Oh no, I'm out here dating, but my kids don't need a father. Their father takes care of them very well. I'm just here dating. I don't care for a man to provide for my kids." But eventually, if they get serious with someone and they move into the same house and she has custody of the kids, the man has to provide for those kids eventually, especially because he's going to meet the kids, especially if they get serious. So when you hear a single mom talk about, I don't need another man to take care of my kids. Well, if you're going to be serious and you guys at some point going to live together in the same house with the kids, he cannot escape providing for those kids, right? Yet for most times, men who have kids and take care of their own kids, they're already going to be the providers. So they don't expect the woman coming in to provide for their kids. He's right. Now let's see what the women say, because women usually don't like that type of rationale.
Maybe some women, but not me.
See?
I mean, I think that boils down. I think that boils down to like,
because think about it. If you expect your man to like
I have a man
protect
and I
and
have a
provide for
son,
you.
but I don't expect my man to do anything outside of be my man.
Yeah, but eventually when you and the new man move into the same house, you guys get serious. At some point you're going to introduce that man to your kid, to your son, to your kids, whatever. Guess what? When you are throwing a birthday party for your son and you invite your new boyfriend over, you expect him to bring something. Even if you claim you don't want him to take care of your son because the son has his own father who takes care of him. If you guys get serious, by default he has to take care of your son at some point. Let's say you guys get married. Now if you don't have full custody, but even if you don't have full custody, on the days your son comes to your house, guess who's paying the bills in your house? It's probably the new man. So by default, the new man, the stepfather, he's going to have to pay to be a stepfather at some point. So I don't know why women always claim they're the exception, and because they have kids, they don't need a man to take care of their kids. But eventually, by default, it happens.
My son doesn't need a father.
See?
Although my baby dad and I were not together,
Okay.
I still have a good co-parent.
So if you're in a relationship with, so
Like
you're
my
currently
son
in a
has a
relationship.
father, and I don't expect my man to be my son's father.
Got it. So let's say
it
if
happens.
the father wasn't doing his job, his biological father, and you were in a pickle, you were in a situation, and
That's still not his responsibility.
It's
Okay.
not, but he's your man.
you saying that it's not his responsibility to help you
It's
and your
not.
child.
It's not his responsibility to take on the responsibility of my child.
Okay, so you would never expect your man to
not-
take care of your child ever,
I mean, if he does that, great.
See?
but you
I
won't
love the
expect
help.
it.
I'm not going to expect you to take care of a kid
That's fair.
not
That's fair.
yours.
I would say that most women do expect it though.
Yeah.
I've interviewed over 700 women, and a lot of them was single mothers, and they do expect the man at some point in time, because your relationship is fresh, 7 months, right?
Mhm.
So at some point in time in a relationship, whether if it's 2 years or 5 years, some point they expect that the man that they're sleeping with and have them provide for little Billy.
I could
It could
agree.
be like paying for food, taking them, driving them somewhere. He's doing something. Like if y'all living together,
Yeah.
he's doing something to take care of Billy, protect and provide for Billy too.
Yeah.
Think about it. If someone break into the house, well, hey baby, I'll protect you. Little rascal, get over there, man. Help yourself. Like you gonna be like, wait, what? You look at him as evil. So I think that if you peel the layer back, maybe not now because your relationship is fresh, but like if you look in the future, you would have these expectations for your man in regards to your child.
I mean, that's common sense. It just happens naturally. Even if we flipped it, even if it's Boogie and I have my kids and I'm dating a woman, I don't expect her to play mother to my kids because they got their own mother. But eventually, if I get serious with a woman and the kids live with me and she's at my house and she's gonna cook, guess what? She's not gonna just cook for me. She's also gonna make food for my kids. So it happens naturally that she's gonna be taking care of the kids like the mother. She's gonna play the motherly role in the kids' life. It just happens naturally.
It's like you wouldn't be a good mother if you didn't actually.
I honestly can't even speak on that perspective.
So I don't actually blame y'all for expecting that.
Mhm.
I can't speak on that perspective because my son has a great father. So I don't.
Yeah, but hypothetically,
I mean, yeah, if it comes down to like a life or death situation, I want my man to protect the house. And if my kid is in the house, then that's included in that. But
yo, Ease was popping.
All right, man. This was a good Thanksgiving stream. I'll be back tomorrow or maybe tonight. If Lapif has a stream tonight, I'll join it. Hopefully they do. But if not, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I may do 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. I was supposed to do 8 p.m. Eastern today, but I got other things to do. That's why today's stream is so short. But I'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, like the video as you're heading out. Thank you for the people who joined me today. Shout out to Lawrence. Shout out to Miss Miriam. And everybody. Chris, I see you. And everybody who's watching. Some of you are very quiet in the chat. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Road to 10,000 subscribers. And until next time, peace.